Supercross Live on supercrossonline.com. Kevin Barnett down on the track walk here with Jeff Ward Racing, Kyle Chisholm. Kyle, you've been fast the last couple of weeks and a good finish last week. How was your program?
It's good. I've been down in Florida riding at Chad Reed's place. Unfortunately, he's not riding, so it's a bummer not to be able to ride with him. But been good to be back home in Florida and change it up a little bit from California and just putting in the work. Last weekend was good. I ended up 7th and 3rd in the heat race, so try to keep building on it. Last couple weeks have been good, so try to keep that momentum going and here in Houston.
Getting down to the last few races here, 5 to go, including today. Have expectations been met for this first-year team?
I'm not sure. I think everyone's kind of, they're not new to it, but it is a new team. It's same group of guys, but I think we didn't really know what to expect. Just kind of go into it and do our best. So I feel like I could keep stepping it up a little bit. I want to get up in that top 5 here before it's done and try to get a podium. We have some guys hurt, so it's a good opportunity. It's unfortunate, obviously, that they're not here with us, but opportunity to get up there and get some good results. So try to do that and. Got some good dirt this weekend. The dirt's awesome here in Houston, so hopefully we can make it happen tonight.
Well, yeah, that was one of the things I was noticing going from last week in Toronto where they had that loose, outdoor, very dry, kind of an interesting soil for Toronto, and now you come in this week, this is wet and looks like it's ready to just rip.
Yeah, last week in Toronto was weird. It was like, the best comparison it was like on a spongy gravel road, it was like really gravelly, but it was still soft. It was weird, and this weekend is awesome. Texas is always known for good dirt. It's really similar, I think, to like the dirt in Florida, so I'm good with that. And obviously they have rodeos and all that stuff in here, so you can imagine what's in our dirt. So I think that's probably what makes it good.
All right, each week the question gets asked, what's going to be important to have a good performance? And invariably you guys, the riders, say a good start and 20 solid laps. Yeah. Give me something different that might be important.
For myself, obviously, like what you just said, is the most important. The start is important because we're also close in times. We're even though there's quite a few guys hurt, there's a lot of us that are still tenths of a second apart, which is nothing. So the start is important, but for me, it's not just a solid 20 laps. It's being aggressive for the whole thing, not settling at all. Last week, I kind of got a little too comfortable with where I was and made some mistakes, and the track was tough last week. So just staying focused for the whole 20 laps and just taking it corner by corner and jump by jump, and not just trying to put a whole solid 20 laps, but doing that by piecing the whole track together for 20 laps. So that's what I'm going to try to do.
Okay, one other thing that always happens, everybody says there's one line. Yeah. Well, there's one line out the track, it's hard to pass. I didn't hear that about last week's track. So was that true of last week? Was it easier to pass? And what does this track look like this week?
I haven't finished walking the track this week, but the dirt's good here, and that always kind of, I think, opens up room to pass. Cause if it's really slippery or too rutted or something, it can get to where there's like one good line, which it's never really one line. I think a lot of that is just there's 10 guys that are within a second of each other, and if you're the same speed as somebody, it doesn't matter if there's 30 lines or one line. If you're the same speed, you're never going to pass them. You know what I mean? So you got to be faster somewhere. So I think that's a lot of the one line comes from that, just everyone being so close together in speed. But when the dirt's good like it is here in Houston, it kind of allows you to kind of choose some more, choose different lines, because you don't have that one slippery spot or one rutted spot. The dirt's really good, around the whole track. So that kind of, I think, it will open it up this week for more passing. But at the same time, this track's a little bit tighter than last week, not as much floor space here. So it'll be some intense racing because it's tighter, but the dirt's good. So that'll open it up, I think.